For dinner tonight on Tuesday, we are making Mexican pizzas. This is a new recipe, but you may have had this at Taco Bell before. I know I have a long time ago, but I've never made it. So what I did, I have some of these tortillas, and I preheated my oven to 375. I sprayed this pan with cooking spray, and you cook the tortillas for 5 minutes on each side. And I've had my beans cooking in the slow cooker all day, homemade refried beans, and I'll put my recipe video for these below. They're really good. And then I cooked my meat, added some taco seasoning and some water to it, and let that cook through. And so to the first bottom tortilla, I added a layer of beans, and then a layer of the ground beef. And now I topped it with the other tortilla. Now I'm going to top it with a few tablespoons of enchilada sauce. We've also got some pepper jack cheese and some shredded cheese and some tomatoes and some black olives. So I'm going to assemble them all, and then I will put them back in the oven for a few minutes. Alright, there they are. We've already eaten some. I think that they are pretty good. We're serving them with some salsa, some avocado, sour cream, and some steamed broccoli on the side. Do you like them? They're okay.
I like them.
Jordy's having beans and broccoli, and I made JoJo her own little quesadilla, which is beans and cheese. That's what's for dinner. Tonight for dinner we're having a baked ravioli. All it is a package of store-bought ravioli, a jar of marinara sauce, and a bag of mozzarella cheese. And I also added some Parmesan cheese and some Italian seasoning just to give it more flavor. And then I attempted to make some garlic bread with the wheat bread we had, and then just with a Caesar salad and some kiwi. That's what's for dinner on Wednesday. For dinner tonight on Thursday, we're just using up some of the leftovers. So I mixed up some hamburger meat and some of our beans from our Mexican pizzas the other night with some of the enchilada sauce. And then put it on the burrito and added some cheese to it and just warmed it up in the oven. And then we've got some mashed up avocado and salsa and sour cream to go with it. I made some Mexican rice and then just used the rest of the mixture that I had to put in some random tortillas. So that is what is for dinner on Thursday. Tonight is Friday, and we had a big lunch, went out to eat with my grandpa, so I'm still super full, so I'm not really gonna eat anything for dinner, maybe some leftover raviolis later or something. But the kids are hungry, so what they're having is just some mac and cheese.
And some kiwi.
And some kiwi and some broccoli. It's the Annie's organic mac and cheese. I know that doesn't make it okay, but it makes it sound a little bit better. And they sure do love mac and cheese, huh? Jordy's got the same thing.
We got mac and cheese and kiwi.
And kiwi, and that's what y'all are having for dinner tonight, huh?
Yeah.
For dinner on Saturday, I'm making an Asian chicken noodle soup. So I'm about to saute some of this stuff that I have chopped up. Right in the pan I have a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm about to saute some couple of carrots that I chopped up. It calls for I think a cup or a cup and a half worth. I've also got some minced fresh ginger, a couple tablespoons worth, 4 cloves of minced garlic, and some green onions from our garden that I just pulled. It calls for a cup and a half worth, which this definitely is not, but we're not a huge fan of green onions, so this is enough for us. So first thing I'm going to do is saute the carrots for a few minutes. Okay, and then to the sauteed carrots I added the rest of the stuff that I had chopped up, and I'm just going to let that saute for about 2 more minutes. And then after that's sauteed through, I'm just going to set it to the side while I'll start on the chicken. Okay, so now I've got another tablespoon of olive oil heating up in my pot. Right here I've got about a pound of chicken that I pounded flat with my mallet, and I seasoned both sides with some salt and some pepper. So now I'm just going to cook it in here for a couple minutes on each side. After letting the chicken brown on both sides, I'm going to add 6½ cups of chicken broth, 2½ tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sriracha. Ooh, it might be spicy. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Okay, then I added the carrot mixture, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. And then after it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to medium-low, cover it with a lid, and let the chicken cook through until it reaches 165 degrees, which it says it should take about 7 minutes. Okay, so I let the chicken cook for about 7 minutes, and it is definitely done. So now I'm going to set it aside, let it cool for a few minutes, and then cut it into strips. And I'm going to go ahead and add to the pot a tablespoon of sugar. And then I've got here some chopped up cabbage. It calls for 3 cups of Napa cabbage, but the Napa cabbage at the store I went to didn't look good, so I just got regular cabbage. That's what I'm using. And then it calls for 6 ounces of cremini mushrooms, but Kroger did not have cremini, so I'm just using baby portobello mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and stir all that together and return it to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, I'm going to add my noodles. So it calls for a 4.3 ounce package of ramen, whatever you say. The ramen was like 3 ounces. Those little, you know, cheap ramen packages. So I ended up just getting this. It's 4 ounces. So I'm going to discard the seasoning pack and just use the noodles. Alright, I added the chicken back, and it looks like I'm finally done. I can't wait to taste it. I'm so excited. So I will definitely let y'all know how it is. Okay, I've been eating it for a while. I'm the only one here. Jared's not here to try it. And it's pretty good. You can definitely taste the sriracha. It's kind of spicy. It's worth trying at least once. I'm not sure if I would make it again, but maybe during the fall. Trying different soups. This is a good one to try. But I'll put the recipe below. And let me know if you guys have ever tried out her recipe, or if you ever do. And it says you can top with some cilantro, but I just don't really feel like chopping any up right now. But that is what is for dinner tonight.